Hi, my name is Olga Klapkot and I'm the head of the International Training Academy, INTER. INTER is located in Bournemouth, which is southwest of the UK, Dorset, right at the seaside, which is a beautiful resort, beautiful town, and it's quite appealing for quite many learners that come to train with us because they do have a bit of time to come and enjoy the lovely beach, which is located within 10 to 15 minutes walk from the academy. So at INTER we deliver regulated and accredited training only. So which means all our training is fully recognized and fully insured among all the insurers in the UK. We deliver regulated qualifications which are regulated by Ofqual. So Ofqual is the Office of Qualifications and Examinations Regulation, which regulates examinations, qualifications and assessments in the UK. INTER is also a registered training provider, which you can find us on the government register. And our UK provider reference number is 100911171. So what it means, that means that the training that we provide and all of the regulated qualifications that we deliver within our academy are fully recognized. They are fully insurable and are perfectly suitable to work within, for example, healthcare or beauty industry. So these are the qualifications that you can take abroad. They are recognized abroad and Europe as well. Which of course is amazing. So please do your research into your training provider and make sure you do get not just the accredited qualification, but you do get a fully recognized qualification. The problem with the accredited healthcare qualification, which for example, I know quite many accreditors do deliver the food healthcare practitioner as an accredited training, not a regulated training, which of course is fine. However, you will not be able to take any role, any job within the healthcare industry. There will not be many hospitals or care homes or any other, podiatry clinics that will be taking you on as the fully qualified food health practitioner, because it's a too high risk. So qualifications do need to be regulated. They do need to belong to the regulated qualification framework. And in that case, that means that you are fully insurable as the food healthcare practitioner. Quite often you will be able to work side by side, for example, within a podiatry clinic. Usually they will be the clinics that may not be aware of the qualification differences, and that does bring quite a high risk in case there is a claim. So make sure that the qualifications you get as a food health practitioner are fully regulated, and do your research into your training provider. So at INTER we also deliver the CPD accredited training for already qualified practitioners. So we are accredited by the CPD Standards Office organization, which is a very strong, which is a very competent organization within the healthcare industry. CPD SO based in the UK, however the certification is recognized in over 50 countries abroad. So when you complete your training with us as part of your continuous professional development, CPD, your hours will be recognized. Your CPD hours will be fully recognizable by your insurer, by your employer, or any other professional body that may require you to complete specific CPD training per year. Usually it's around 30 hours, but it could be 20 hours, depends on the provider, depends on the employer, or depends on your insurer. So it's definitely worth inquiring and worth asking. CPD training is quite popular, and I do hear a lot of questions about the difference with accreditation and not accreditation. There are many trainings that are delivered by professionals who have been in the industry for a long time, and I'm sure they are wonderful and you do gain a lot of knowledge, but you develop your personal training, you develop your personal knowledge. You cannot possibly apply this knowledge into your practice because you will not be insurable. So when you do require or invest, you do your research into your training providers, and if you would like to fully implement the knowledge that you received during your CPD training, do request the certification and accreditation from your training provider, because whilst you can gain a CPD certificate as a piece of paper, of course, and you will gain the knowledge, and you definitely want to implement that knowledge. Most likely you'll pay something for that as well. So you, of course you will want to have this knowledge applied within your working environment and gain your investment back. So unfortunately, you will struggle to do it if your training, CPD training, is not accredited. There will not be many insurers, if any, that will take that training on. And yes, it will be definitely under question mark as to what training, how competent is that training. So when we registered with our training accreditation company, which is the CPD Standards Office, we do go as any other accreditor. We do have to deliver a lot of information, a lot of certification of the tutors and the quality assurance, the assessment plans, etc., etc. So the course does make sense, so that we specify specific course requirements, how the course runs, etc., etc. So it does go through quite a vigorous check through the assessment team by the accreditors. So you know, accredited training is there for a reason, and that's why the cost of the training is higher than non-accredited for obvious reasons as well. On the completion of the training, you will receive your certification. Usually we do it on the day, and that certificate will clearly demonstrate your practical hours or that you have gained during that training. So now I would like to speak about one of our trainings or courses, the CPD SO courses that we deliver at the Training Academy. So I'd like to discuss our course called Treating Corns and Calluses. So it's quite an interesting course, and I think it is gaining more and more popularity. As already established practitioners, you already do have quite a significant knowledge as to how to treat corns and calluses that you do cover during your training as your you know, as part of your food health practitioner training. Usually you'll have 2-week practicals at the training provider, so that usually does cover a lot of work with corns and calluses. And usually the method that will be demonstrated is using the scalpels, which of course will always become or be the main or the most popular ways of treating corns and calluses. However, during our class we look at other options as to how to work with corns and calluses as alternative options, because sometimes scalpels are good, but maybe that can be done with with any other method. So this is what we're learning during this course. So the structure of the course is the following. So it's a 1-day course. So if you decide to enroll into this training, you can find a lot of information about it on our website, which is www.nailtrainingacademy.com. And if you scroll down, you will find the CPD accredited courses, and one of them will be treating corns and calluses. So if you click on the find out more and enroll, you will get taken to the page where you will find all the information about the accreditation and what the CPD stands for and why it's important to have the accredited training, but also you will find all the information about the course requirements. So the course requirements are, firstly, this course is only suitable for healthcare practitioners who are already qualified. Your certificates will be checked when you enroll into the training, and you will receive the email requesting to check your certification. So part of the course requirements to get the CPDSO recognized certification for the course attendance and to prove that you are fully qualified practitioner, we do need to make sure that we follow the specifications for this course. And one of the specifications or requirements is that you do need to be already trained as the food health practitioner or above. So on this page you can also find various information about the course structure, and some pictures, of course, and some tools that we will be using during the class. We will be working with powder drills. We will be working with some products that will help you dissolve the corns. So it's very interesting, it's very knowledgeable, and I'm sure you will get the latest information about the ways of treating corns and calluses as well. So the structure of the course is the following. So about a week prior the training, you will receive the pre-course reading material. So it's a couple of pages related to the course content. So when you come to the training, there will be certain knowledge that you will be required to have. And also you will receive a pre-course assignment to complete. So the assignment, it's not a difficult assignment, it's just something that you will be required to complete and send back for your assessor to review and to assess that your knowledge is sufficient to attend the training. And the reason why this is done, because it's always good to have the information about the training, but also it's good to have the background knowledge of the conditions that you will be required to know in order to make the best out of your course and to make the most out of your training. So we don't have to do a lot of revision on the day. There will be certain information that you will be required to know prior to coming to the course. But all of this information will, of course, be based on your training that you already have completed in the past. And it's just some revision that needs to be done prior coming to the training. So we start at 9:30. We do go through the theory, and in the afternoon we go through the practicals. The Academy does provide you the models to work on, so you don't need to worry if you're traveling from far. However, if you do have somebody that you would like to bring as your model, of course you can, and it is your responsibility in that case to make sure that that model does have the right condition of the skin, which obviously there's corns, or at least one corn, or there's quite a lot of calluses that we can be working with. So it is your responsibility to make sure that if you opt into bringing your own model, that you will need to make sure that they do have specific condition for you to work on. Professional dress code, and also the PPE and all other resources and the products will be provided by the Academy, so you do not need to bring anything. We do have tea and coffee facility on site, so you can bring your lunch with you, but there are plenty of coffee shops and shops outside the Academy, so you can always pop out and get yourself lunch, or of course you can bring your own. But we do have coffee and tea facility available on site. And yes, we do have a break or lunch break to have during the day, because it's quite intense. You will learn a lot, and I'm sure you will improve your skill quite significantly. But also to have a little revision of working with scalpel will be quite useful, as we do find some practitioners just need that little bit of a boost. They haven't been practicing for a while for various reasons, have been unwell or had a baby, or any other reasons, and sometimes just to have that one day course of revising your safe techniques of working with the scalpel, that's also quite good for learners. So the price of the course is £390. For all of our learners that complete the qualifications with us, you do get 10% discount for your CPD training at the Academy. So usually you will be given that code at the end of the training. So when you enroll for any other CPD training, you can apply this code at the checkout, and the 10% discount will be applied automatically. You can also opt into the payment plan. So we do work with Klarna, and Klarna does give you 3 months of payment plans or installments. They don't charge any commission, so it's they basically break it down into three payments for you. Also, when you do complete your training with us, we do offer you an option to join the Institute of CPD. which you can find the information on the website called cpdinstitute.org. So we do talk about it in great details at the end of our class, where I do describe or explain what's the purpose of the Institute of CPD is. It's a completely independent organization. We do not work with them, but what they do is they do give our learners that complete the CPDSO training with us a free 1-year membership to join the Institute of CPD. So what does it mean? So being a member of the Institute of CPD, which is a professional organization, what it will demonstrate is that you're constantly learning, you're constantly developing your skill, and you work on your personal and professional development. You're investing in your training, and you gain full accredited training and experience of working with real patients or clients. This training is the one-to-one, is the in-class training, so we don't do it online because we do work with the equipment, and the only way how you can learn to work with that safely really will have to be done in class. So you can find out all the dates for the courses on our website, on the in the Nail Training Academy, and then click on the course, which will take you to the separate page where you can find out all the course details. Also, you can find out the how to book the course dates for the rest of the year. We will aim to release the course dates for the next year by end of June of the current year. So if you would like to book the training, simply click on the book your training here, and it will take you to the booking page. But also you can send us an email to hello@nailtrainingacademy.com, or give us a call on 01202 884404. Somebody will get in touch with you, and yes, if you do have any questions about your training and would like to enroll, please do get in touch or simply book your training on the website.